Off the coast of Bimini, an ancient stone formation lies submerged beneath crystal blue waters. Known as the Bimini Road, this mysterious path causes many to wonder if remnants of the mythical lost land of Atlantis have been found. The mystery of the Bimini Road. Located in the Bahamas, part of a small chain of islands lying 55 miles east of Miami, Florida, mere feet under the blue waters off the coast, a stone path can be found. Made of large flat rocks cut with right angles and seemingly set into purposefully straight lines, this impressive formation stretches half a mile. With a pronounced hook on one end to form a sort of harbor, the stones can measure 12 feet across. Researchers, geologists, archaeologists, and scientists alike have visited and studied the huge flat stones off the coast, trying for years to discern whether the limestone blocks were a natural phenomenon or real evidence of an ancient lost civilization. The origin and meaning of the word Bimini are unknown. However, the name does appear in the ancient Egyptian language. Bimini means homage to the soul of Min. Min was the Egyptians' god of roads, travelers, and far-off journeys, a particularly appropriate god. In the 1920s, a Florida salvage company dismantled the structure down to its bottom course. The blocks were removed to Miami, where they were used as fill for the city's new quayside. After its initial discovery, the site was visited often by innumerable divers. Teams of researchers diving Bimini Bay reported discovering an entire second layer of square-cut blocks with similar dimensions beneath the stones of the Bimini Road. This suggested to the researchers that the road may have been part of a larger wall or dock where the stones were carefully or purposefully placed. So, Atlantis? In 1933, American seer Edgar Cayce, during one of his trance states, said that records from Atlantis still existed, where a portion of the temples may yet be discovered under the slime of the ages of seawater, near what is known as Bimini. In 1940, the sleeping prophet predicted Poseidia will be among the first portion of Atlantis to rise again, expected in 68 and 69, not so far away. The so-called Bimini Road was in fact discovered in 1968 by maverick archaeologist Mason Valentine while looking for Atlantean remains around the islands in hopes of confirming Cayce's prophecy. Ancient Greek philosopher and mathematician Plato was the first to write of Atlantis in his records as a cursed island that ran out of favor with the gods, a parable warning that hubris and abuse of power may be the undoing of a civilization. But was the story more than a teaching tool? What if there truly existed an advanced civilization which was lost into the seas and wiped from our histories? Since Plato's tale, many have searched for the doomed island. What about the existence of a buried Atlantis? Possible, and some would insist likely. Throughout history, people and civilizations around the world have suffered terrible cataclysms, tsunamis, volcanic explosions, earthquakes, and other disasters, and they've disappeared from the pages of history until rediscovered centuries later. Could Atlantis have suffered a similar fate? Jacques Cousteau found underwater caves in the area, which contained stalactites and stalagmites, suggesting that Bimini in the Bahamas once spent a considerable amount of time above sea level. This time of low seas ended around 3000 BCE, which places it in the realm of possibilities for Atlantis. However, the land would not have been close enough for battles with the Athenians, nor large enough or fertile enough to support an advanced civilization. Skeptics also dismissed the connection between the Bimini Road and Atlantis. Consensus among conventional geologists who drilled core samples of Bimini rocks is that it's a natural phenomenon. They explain that the bedrock has been weathered by the erosion of the tides, scouring and eroding lines and edges into the limestone along natural joints, further suggesting any tool marks found at the site are not evidence of ancient stoneworking, but instead result of tourists and investigators chipping away the rocks for souvenirs. However, it is illegal to disturb the coral. Not satisfied with mainstream theories, many expeditions have been mounted to attempt to solve the riddle of the Bimini Road. The Sci-Fi Channel did an investigation and documentary on the underwater formation. Wikipedia notes that startling new secrets focused on the legend of Atlantis highlight the Bimini Road as an advanced civilization which plunged into obscurity through cataclysm. So what do you think? Did the rocks erode into perfect shapes through the actions of time in the sea? Let us know below. Like the Bimini Road, the mystery continues.
And I feel like New York City. Get me to the farm. Get me to the farm. Get me to the farm.